Really? So I've been wanting to make more videos and I'm not always like the best with the ideas, so I thought I would start doing tag videos again. So I was looking for like old tags because why not, right? So I'm gonna do the guilty reader tag. I'll link the original person down below, and this is like 2 years old or something, but whatever, I still think it's fun. So I'll just put the books up here if like for my answers or whatever, but here are the questions. So the first question is, have you ever regifted a book that you've been given? And I don't think I have. I know I've like unhauled and donated to Goodwill books I've been gifted, but I think that's it. Have you ever said you read a book when you haven't? I mean, in school, like when I was in middle school, I don't think I read like any of the school reading. That's awful. Or in 8th grade. In 7th grade I did. Shout out to you, Allie. I do know your last name but won't say it on the internet. For helping your girl get through 8th grade English because she was lazy. Like, I know I did not read all of To Kill a Mockingbird, and I didn't read, I think we had to read like Huckleberry Finn that year, and I know I didn't read that. So that's it. But I've never like lied and been like, oh yeah, I read that great piece of literature or something. No. Have you ever borrowed a book and not returned it? Yes, unintentionally. I own 2 books that I have never returned. So my copy of The Secret Garden was like my 6th grade like main teacher person. It was like, he like lent it to me, I think, and it was like his daughter, so I feel awful. Her name is in it and everything. And then I just never returned it. And then my copy of The Princess Bride was gifted to me by somebody in high school in our senior year, and sometimes I think about trying to like reach out to her on the internet and be like, hey, like, we had a falling out, but you loaned me a book before we stopped being friends and I feel bad about it. Do you want me to send it to you? Because I do feel really bad. But it wasn't intentional, it just like happened. Have you ever read a series out of order? Yes. So never like a true like continuation series, I guess, like where the storyline really goes over, but I've read a ton of romance out of order. Like, I know I read The Black Dagger Brotherhood out of order. I think honestly after like book 1 I immediately skipped to Zadis' book because I really wanted it. Have you ever spoiled a book for someone? If I have, it wasn't intentionally. When Harry Potter book 7 came out, my sister stopped reading Harry Potter after like book 4, and when book 7 came out, it was the summer, so she was home from college and she asked me what I thought of it when I finished, and I said it was okay, and she said, so Harry lived then? And I said yes, because that's what I wanted. Have you ever dog-eared a book? Yes, a ton when I was a kid. I don't do it anymore. I don't care if you want to dog-ear your books, but I don't like to. It's awful because I mostly read library books as a kid, and I would dog-ear library books, which I feel like it's not good, but whatever. Have you ever told someone you don't own a book when you do? I don't think so. Why? Like, because I'd be embarrassed about it? No. Have you ever skipped a chapter or a section of a book? So no. So not on an initial read, unless I was DNFing it. Then sometimes when I DNF a book, I'll like skip to like try and check sections to see if maybe like the writing gets better or something. But on like rereads, like when I reread romance novels, I typically skip like sex scenes and stuff just because I don't like feel the need to read them again, and I don't think that's abnormal. I know Sarah from Smart Pitches does that too, but only on a reread. And like if I reread Lord of the Rings, I would probably skip the songs but I didn't skip them when I first read them. And the last question is, have you ever badmouthed a book you actually liked? I don't think so. Again, I feel like that would be like a, are you embarrassed or whatever kind of a thing. And honestly, like, no, like, I'm not embarrassed about what I read and what I liked or anything like that. I think I would be more inclined to like be nicer to a book than to be meaner to a book. But I'm never gonna like badmouth a book just because I'm trying to get like some cred or something. I'm not that kind of a person. But yeah, so that's the Guilty Reader book tag. I hope you liked it. Maybe you learned something about me. Apparently I feel no shame, which is totally not true. It's just totally true when it comes to books. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye! Sip that tea, girl. Sip it.